Okay, so this is access CT analysis. I'm going to hit the CPR button. I'm going to shift click on the right external iliac artery. It has probed the most of the aorta as well, but we don't need that. I'll cut the aorta above from the renals and above. I'm going to hit right click, show outline. I'm going to hit SMPR, which is straight NPR, and zoom in on the areas of interest over here. I'm going to move my blue reference line out of the way, and I'm going to move these things so I can see the vessel that I'm interested in and zooming in here. I'm going to right click and show profile, and I'm going to make this an average measurement, and automatically we can see the curve profile of the vessel. I can hone in on the narrowest part of the right common iliac artery. I also want to quickly look before we start dropping mark points to make sure there's no dissection or plaque. I'm going to hit a mark, and you have to hold this button, the left click button, down for a second before it registers. I'm going down through the external iliac. We'll take the external iliac up to the point of the crease. Once it exits the pelvis, we'll consider that common femoral artery. So anything above this that is the smallest diameter is what we're interested in. And by the looks of things, it is right here at the end, maybe 8.9. And then we're going to go for the common femoral, and our narrowest part of the right common femoral is 8.7. I'm also taking note of the iliac artery, sorry, the common femoral artery quality and where the common femoral artery bifurcates, and here it would bifurcate over the lower third of the right femoral head. Okay, so the next logical step would be to shift click on this left iliofemoral system with the auto tool, but it didn't work. It did this U-shaped probing, going up this iliofemoral system and down this iliofemoral system. So to when that happens to you, what you got to do is switch to 2 clicks, find maybe the SFA, click in the middle of that, and then go up. Not to the bifurcation, but close to it, and shift click again. And that'll give you a probing of the most of the iliofemoral system, at which point you can do a curve planar reconstruct, so CPR over here, and rotate around to get bits of your center line by shift clicking, as I'm doing right now. You can see that you may want to make an adjustment here, but you'll lose your outline. You can switch it back on with this show outline tool, and keep rotating until you are happy and you've created your center line probe. And at this point, you can switch back to straight NPR or SMPR. And once again, rotate around, barrel roll the iliofemoral system to make sure there are no dissections. I'm finding the lowest point on this curve, marking it with a 1 second click. Same here, 9.7, and I'm keeping one eye on this panel. 9.5. 9.5 seems like our nadir. So 9.4 maybe. Okay, a 1 second click. And then I'm down in my femoral system, and I'm getting, I think 8.8 is my lowest number, marking that. Scrolling down to see where it bifurcates, and again, it's sort of lower third. And that completes the analysis. You can now go back to your mark points and enter them into your report. That's it.